I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said if we need anything for the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and got in big trouble. Borrowed? What did you take? A toy boat. I think that's what it was. I put fireworks in it and let it... Okay, so he's from Florida. This is a very Florida thing to do. I put fireworks in it and let it float on the cathedral's lake. I always used to play Navy. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended the lake was the open sea. And I was the fleet commander. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. First, Gabler is the big problem. Yes, Ramses is headed towards achieving his goals. That he is now the commander of Gebler is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through that country's organization. And now he is presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might. First, let us concentrate on Shakan. Once he's out of the way and Ave is safe again, we can think about how to deal with Gebler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard's forces. The problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They will most likely move at Shakan's request. They're not just going to sit by and watch quietly. May I have a look there, please? In short, we want Gebler to leave for a while. At least until we are able to take back the royal capital, Beldavik. These are the Gebler forces. These are the Gebler units currently in Ave, correct? The Western Guards. The Royal Capital Defense Force. And units along the front line at the border with Kislev. There are three main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Ave forces. Only two of these are very large. The Royal Capital's defense units and the Kislev border units. The Western Guard along Nissan's border are little more than a surveillance team. In order to recapture the royal capital, it would be necessary to draw these defense units away from Beldavik. We have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards? Here at the border with Nissan. I see. Well, we'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev is invading Ave. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion? To be sure, then Nissan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they'll certainly make a move. You're saying that you intend to use Nissan as bait. Doc? Shakan is very sensitive to Nissan's and Kislev's actions. If Nissan starts moving, he'll probably leave it up to Gebler, but... Of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning. But looking at the situation, we have to be willing to go that far. First, we infiltrate into the capital. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city. We are forgetting one thing. The front-line units along Kislev's border. Huh? The main strength of Ave's fleet is the battleship Kefenzel. Kefenzel. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said that the ship is near the border. Damn. That puts everything in jeopardy. Do not feel so down. I simply wanted to see the current distribution of forces in the area. Even in the worst case, that they do come, it will not be such a great problem. What do you mean? I have some additional information about Ave's border fleet. The former Ave Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vandercom. Vandercom? You don't mean the Vandercom that was in Jugend? The very same. Young one, he has not been able to adapt to the change in tactics. Particularly following the introduction of gears. He is the man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns. You mean he's stubborn? He is all size and no real military power. An excellent target for pirates. young master. This is not going to be an act of piracy. Says who? Just kidding. Actually, the number of gears assigned to the fleet seem to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so self-righteous. Is he that much of a musclehead? It'd be fun taunting him. Young master. I know. Anyway, Satan, do you think he can strike our gear forces? It is not a problem. Even with Vandercom, we have enough forces left to pull off the feint. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents. Ah, Sun Tzu. Well, now that we know what we are up against here, what will we do? What we'll do... Apart from our main unit heading for Beldavik, we must keep the fleet at Kislev's border from returning to the capital. So you're suggesting we have another unit? A few effective soldiers to hold the enemy at bay. A small force is best. A small force? What if Faye leads a group of gears there? Me? Hold on now, there's no reason to involve you all in this. I'll do it. Yes, let me do it. When do we leave? The sooner it's done, the sooner I get back to peaceful life. Are you sure? We've come this far. Hey, we're friends to the end now. Speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. I am truly grateful, Faye. Satan. Yeah. There's no way we can lose. No one will die in vain. We'll put young master. Good morning! What's with the long face? Not feeling well? Or are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or you're just nervous? Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me. Well, it's almost time. Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you're through preparing. Well, I'm pretty much broke, so yeah, I'm good to go. You ready? All right. To war! Our comrades in Nissan will hit the Western Guard in Kislev's uniforms, as planned. We'll wait for the right moment, then head for the palace in Idrisil. In the Idrisil. Got it. But avoid any unnecessary deaths. This especially goes for Ave troops, and also people from Gebler. Yes, we understand. I guess I'm going to raise some hell in my Waltall then. We're counting on you. Next time we meet, I won't be able to call you Bart or Young Master. Maybe Your Majesty. Cut it out. Bart's fine. Great Mother of Nissan. Hey, you know I hate that title. Well, we're out of here. Okay, good luck. Margaret and Bartholomew. Seeing you two brings my hopes up. Long ago, before the Fatimas of Ave were called Fatima. The royal brother and their wives oversaw many prosperous reigns or eras. I'm looking forward to the day when as Great Mother of the Nissan sect, you will take your place on the throne as Bartholomew's wife. What? Hey, hold on. I hate talking about queens and romance. Bart and I are best friends. Marriage is the best friendship. Well, Margaret, at the rate that you are maturing into a beautiful woman, I don't think Bart will be able to ignore you much longer. Stop it. You're embarrassing me. Each squad of gears take off in order from here, to avoid being picked up. We'll meet at the Rockies, by the border tomorrow at 1200. Got it? Okay. Time has finally come. I'm pumped! Though the warship is outdated, you're only going in as a small unit. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough fight, but you could change Avi's future. I'm counting on you. Leave it up to us, young master. We'll drag Vanderkamp's tail around and around. Right, son. Don't call me son, because you sure ain't my pops. Huh? Well, young master, we promised to make something out of this battle. Raise a little hell, raise a little... Faye. It's odd for me to say this since I'm the one who got you involved. But be careful, okay? You two, If anything happens to me, take care of Margie and them, and them for me. Don't jinx yourself. It's not like you. But I'll take care of them. Don't worry. Docking hatch open. I guess now I kind of see where they got the idea for the submarine in, whatchamacallit, Metal Gear Solid 2. But instead of for launching mechs... Oh, it's literally a catapult. Oh, aren't you going to rest up a little? Well, I probably should save. Ah. Found where I had to go. Why such a glum face? Tomorrow's our first return to your castle in 12 years. Returning to the castle. After we get the royal palace back, I guess I'm going to be the king. I'm not very suited for it, am I? You'll get used to it. Listen, Sig. Yes? I guess it really doesn't matter who the king is, does it? As long as it's a symbol of hope, right? Doesn't have to be me. I was kidnapped by Solaris and brainwashed for use as a human guinea pig. But even they couldn't erase my desire to return home. Then I remembered you and Margaret, not as the royalty of our country, but as just normal children. I don't care about rebuilding a dynasty. I want to regain this kingdom because it belongs to you, because it's your home. Because it's my home. Yes. For that, we must take Shakan down tomorrow. Am I correct? Right. Let's do it. But first, I think you need to take a bath. A bath? You don't look like a king at all. You are facing the enemy's leader, so you must have a noble appearance. Hey, you just said it didn't matter whether I'm king or not. That is it. This is this. That someone was waiting for you. That one thought was all it took for you to regain yourself. You are a great man, Sigurd. Of course, the moon is just literally a PNG. Man, just throwing some hands. He's out of control. Stop him. I don't care. Just stop him. Oh, okay, I didn't have time to read that. Yeah. Hell. Ah. Well, shit. And nightmare. What's wrong? You look like you have just seen a nightmare. Just had a nightmare. It wasn't. That same dream again, was it? No. It was nothing. Car. Peeping is not very becoming of you, you know. I saw the boy that you were after. After you were after fight in the tournament. After the fight in the tournament. Grammar. I could tell you're right. I could tell right away. He resembles you greatly. You used the influence of the ministry to set you up with that man. I don't know what you are up to, but don't you dare think about plotting against me. You stay out of this. Oh, I see the news has already reached you. As usual, you're the first to hear about everything. But don't worry, I won't steal your prized possession. I'll cooperate. Besides, you and I go back a long way. Oh. What's up? No. For a moment, thought I caught some unnatural sounds. We're near the capital. It's probably just some kind of ship from there. But it doesn't... But it's not from the surface. It's from under the sand. Under the sand? Is the only sand cruiser... Under the sand is the only sand cruiser in Ave. We haven't heard anything about a new ship, even from the spies at Ave Naval HQ. Friends, can you try again and confirm what it is? I can't catch it again. I can't catch it again. It could have been a sand whale. Young Master, I'm detecting an increase in the use of F-band. That's the Royal Capital's Defense Force frequency. There, on the surface layer. I'm detecting sounds of anchors being weighed and the engines being activated. The Royal Capital's defense fleet must be departing. We also intercepted a transmission from the patrol at the border with Kislev. They're requesting immediate backup from the Royal Capital. Looks like we've really raised some hell at the border. Alright. We'll start ready the shuttle boats. When we land, hide the ship. Young Master, I have an awfully bad feeling about this. Do be very careful. It's alright, old Mason. What? This little girl's our commanding officer. She's said to be an elite from out of Jugend. She'll return single-handedly from the Kislev infiltration operation. And empty-handedly here, no souvenirs for the commander, huh? Yep. What a pretty face. She's not the soldier type. You there. Is that how you address a superior officer? Remember your rank. Oh, scary. We don't care much for rank, and we don't care much for rank either. But just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have to be cocky. Haha. Ha. This jerk's just jealous. What? I'm much prettier. How could I be jealous? Hey, shut up. Hey, shut that perv up. He gives me the creeps. And that's how it is. So don't get in our way, Miss Lieutenant. Anyway, let's just get this thing moving. Can't tell what it can't do just by looking at it. What kind of machine is this? I've never seen it before. It's a new model gear called Verge. That's for officers' use only. It's said that people with normal mental power can't operate it. So, she's still a Jugend regardless of having no ability. Ha! This looks like fun. Let's see what she can do.